make the leap. Invest in yourself. There's tons of training resources, people around. They'll help get you there if you're willing to do it.
Hi, I'm David Kaler. I'm the operating principal of the Keller Williams Black Hills Market Center. We've had the opportunity of growing our market center into Wyoming. And I have with me today Casey Pierson, that is out of our Buffalo, Wyoming area. And she has been with us about how long now?
Oh, almost a year and a half.
Year and a half. Yeah. And she was an agent with a different firm in the area and had popped over to our world. And so what I want to just kind of go through is, since you've made the move and you've been with us a while, talk to me about the difference as to where you had come from, not the name, but what you'd been receiving, and as you walked into the KW world, what were the changes? What did it look like?
So when I first kind of got wind of some changes that I had potential to make, I came over to, I believe it was Family Reunion here in Deadwood.
Oh, okay.
And then I was on the fence about, do I really want to do this or not make that change? And then when I experienced the culture, the family atmosphere, realized all the knowledge and tools I could get my hands on, I walked away that day knowing I was going to do it. It was going to be scary, challenging, but worth it. I didn't have a lot of training and guidance where I was before. I had asked to learn more things and was told to basically just kind of look online for some things. And I wanted that hands-on experience. And the atmosphere here, I felt like getting a coach really set me apart.
And you'd been in the business about how long?
About 3 years.
Prior
in the
to
business.
that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And we just happened to be at another Keller Williams event on
Yes.
career visioning. And I'm just curious of your takeaway as to what you heard today and how and what you're going to implement as you move forward with your business.
So I have
and
a
future.
lot of pages of notes. I'm not quite in that stage where I can bring on an admin, but my goal is for next year to have that admin. So I'm kind of just taking tidbits to take back, start implementing. The KPA, the assessment, has been the most eye-opening. I was looking at mine today, and I'm curious to redo it just to see how much I've grown. Mm-hmm. And then I already have some people in mind for an admin, but I want to look at theirs as well because I know that they have taken it and to dive deeper. And I love the outline that it gave us to really ask those questions and to dig deeper and have them engage more when you think you know somebody, but these tools are teaching me to dive deeper.
So in your world, where do you really want to take your business? Where do you see yourself in 2-3 years?
Well, in 2 years, I hope to have an admin, maybe another person on my team, another agent. I tell my family all the time that I'm just a girl building my empire. I look forward to the financial independence that I've gained and to continue to grow that. And then be able to share that within my family and my community and spread that culture as much as I can.
So within our market center, which now you're developing relationships in Cheyenne and Casper and soon Gillette and Rapid City, and I mean we go on and on and on. How do you, it's kind of baiting you on this, but when you run into a situation or an issue, how do you reach out to and who do you reach out to and what is it like to reach out to get help and answers and the resources that are available?
I have several people in my hot list in my phone, but usually the first one I reach out to is Dawn, my coach. We meet every week for about an hour. There's times during the week if I have a question, we can hop on Zoom or we're texting or on the phone. Reach out to you and of course Tim. I have reached out, I guess, to, I think Sean I've talked to a few times on the phone, a couple agents out of the Sheridan area. Even in the Casper world, I guess, too, I've reached out to a few of those guys, and pretty much any time of day I can find somebody to at least pick their brain and have them help give guidance or clarification or see how they might handle that situation.
How does that differ from where you came from?
Before, I would pretty much wait a day and a half before I would get a response. There just wasn't enough people around us. It was a small firm that wanted to grow, but just wasn't quite there, unfortunately. And I feel like only certain people had that higher knowledge. A lot of us were newer in the world, so we needed a lot more guidance.
So if you were to speak to somebody that's on the other side of the fence of KW, kind of looking over at us, going, gee, I wonder if, what would you tell them?
I would tell them that last year alone, I more than tripled my income. I set a goal for an amount of units I wanted to sell, and I blew it out of the water. And this year I set some lofty goals, which fingers crossed I'll still hit, but make the leap. Invest in yourself. There's tons of training, resources, people around. They'll help get you there if you're willing to do it.
Okay, great. So, as we said, Casey's from Buffalo, Wyoming, a town of about 5,000, and feel free to reach out to her and talk with her about her experience, where she's at, what she's done, because you can reach out to me, but people say, yeah, right, that's David. He's going to tell you the same old, and Tim, the same old. But Casey came from us and has seen both sides of the fence, so to speak, and she'd be more than happy to take the time and talk with you and again reiterate her experience. And we're not perfect, the pros and cons, and go from there. So thanks for joining us. Thank you for sharing your story.
Thanks for having me.
You'll see us again.